Hello, Catherine Finley with Sovereign Heart Coaching. Someone asked me the other day how I use the word alchemy, what that means to me in my work with clients and especially in my group program, Inner Alchemy. And so I wanted to explain that on here. And to start, I want to say kind of my way of seeing human development. So I believe we all are born in, our divine essence, completely connected to that, completely connected to the individual, unique divine blueprint that we are. And then as we develop as children, we develop coping strategies or protective mechanisms to help us get through a world that we have very little control over when we're children, right? I mean, as children, we don't control how our parents behave or who our siblings are and how they behave, the school we go to, the friends we have. And so challenges come up during childhood, and we only have so many resources at our disposal, and we develop strategies and coping mechanisms. I love calling these parts. Like, we might develop a perfectionist part or an eating disorder part that helps us through a time where we feel really out of control. And I had a client many years ago talk about these strategies as like a layer of clothing she put on, and then something else would happen and she developed more strategies, and it was another layer of clothing until she was walking around the world just weighed down by this burden of all of these protective strategies, all of this clothing that she was wearing. And so the healing process, the alchemization process, is not, creating something new. It's really about taking off these layers and coming back into contact with who we are inside. And I would actually say, instead of taking off the layers, like, that's the alchemization process. Like, how to take these strategies, like a perfectionism part, which I certainly developed as a child, how to really take the gifts of that, to really honor that part of me that developed that, to help me get through the world, and integrate that into my system, where I get to hold that part of me with love, and she no longer drives the bus of my life, right? And so that's the alchemization, to alchemize these different strategies, parts, or coping mechanisms to be more fully who we are. It's not about getting rid of them, it's about integrating them in a different way. And so there's lots of ways that I do this with clients, but that is what I'm up to, whether it's in my women's group program or with individual clients. We are alchemizing these patterns that no longer serve, so that you can be back in touch with that authentic sovereign you that knows her divine path, that knows the next steps to take in life, that knows when her boundaries are being crossed, that knows what relationships are serving her and not. This is the you that can walk through the world aligned, authentic, intact, with confidence, with self-love, with self-respect. Okay, hope that's helpful. Let me know in the comments below.